pretty smiles of Danny, Tina, Sherry, and Diana showcase the work of Support Inc. They provide the current narrative for a heartfelt plot developed 25 years ago.
The thing I'm most proud of is having made a difference in so many families and individuals' lives. It's a story about the people who I get to work with, and finding dedicated people to carry on the work has been one of the biggest thrills of my life.
This is the story of small steps and dramatic transformations.
He says, "I love you," the whole sentence now. You know, he never did that. He always, you know, did the motions, and you can hardly tell what he's going to say next. It's awesome. It's really awesome how he's improved.
It's also the story of commitment, dedication, and perseverance that grows more compelling with the addition of each new smile.
I mean, how can you ask for a better job when you have people who shower you with love and an appreciation in their way every day?
This is the story of people helping people.
We're going to search for any resource that they're going to need. We're going to provide that to them. That's what puts a smile on our consumer's face.
Danny rides high in the saddle these days. Thanks to Support Inc., Danny stays on the move.
Danny is an absolute pleasure to work with. He is actually one of our individuals who is part of our community participation program. So 2 days a week he goes out for a little bit of a longer day to participate regularly in that volunteer work, and he has built some great relationships. He's done our therapeutic riding, and he also goes skiing every winter. He is just highly involved in our community-based activities that we do.
Support is very supportive. They've been supportive to Danny, and they've been supportive to me all the way through. And I've been with Support for about 15 years or so.
Danny takes on all life has to offer with unbridled enthusiasm, becoming a valued member of society just by being himself.
He is such a wonderful person to work with. I can always count on Danny to come and say hello to me. Even if I'm in the office on the phone, I'll hear a knock and I know that Danny's here because he wants to come in and say hello.
He's happy, and some days when I wake up and I'm not happy, and you see that smile on his face, it just, you know, you can't help but, okay, it's gonna be a good day. He's leaving tomorrow to go to New Jersey with his brother and sister and his family. He's going to go out there with them. I'm gonna miss him. I'll tell you the truth, I'll miss him. I'll miss him, I wonder about him, but I know he's enjoying himself and I know he's with his family. I love you too, Daddy. Okay.
Diana enjoys staying home and enjoys going home. Her sister Sharon has the pleasure of picking her up today from her host home for a special family gathering back at Sharon's house.
We get her every other week. All of her challenges and everything doesn't mean anything to us. She's family.
Lillian, Diana's host home provider, sends her off with a smile and a hug. She knows how much Diana enjoys her frequent family outings.
Diana has a lot of support with family. There's not once that they've ever not been by her side and supported her.
Diana and Sharon may not be related to Lillian, but that doesn't mean they aren't family.
I feel like their family's my family, and I'm sure they feel the same way.
Lillian has been Diana's home away from home for 10 years.
It makes us feel good because we know that she's cared for and that they love her just as much as we do. I couldn't say it enough. Between Lillian and supporting, we wouldn't survive. We don't know what we would do.
Support Inc. helped to ease their fear and guilt when the family went looking for a host home.
They make it easy for us. They have good professional people working there, and things that you can't get done, they can.
My son is in a host home, so with that family, I was able to really help them understand my experience, and I really think and hope that helped them.
Support truly is support. It's their name and it's truly what they do. And without support, I don't know what we would have done as a family.
Sherry spends a lot of quality time in the kitchen of her own apartment.
She always, from as far back as I can remember, had a dream to live on her own, to kind of prove everybody wrong. And to be honest, she had some bumps in the road, and she was able to persevere and kind of move past that with a lot of help.
Travis and Charlene, two members of the team from Support, drop by regularly to visit Sherry, offering guidance and encouragement.
Charlene and Travis are like family to me. She's been like a sister looking out for me. And Travis is like a brother.
She's lived in her own apartment for the past 18 months. It's the longest placement she's ever had.
We went through our fair share of host homes with Sherry. Probably about 2 years before she really was able to accomplish the goal of living on her own, we started setting some goals for Sherry so that she would be able to achieve that. She really didn't know how to cook. She wasn't getting herself up in the morning to go to day program or go to work. There was emphasis even put on teaching Sherry how to take care of a cat box because we knew that Sherry wanted to have a cat when she moved out on her own. And Sherry's learned just so many valuable lessons with every single person that she's been in contact with, and she's really eaten up all that information so that she could get to this point in her life and be very successful.
Her apartment sits across the street from Support Inc., allowing her easy access to the people who believe in her and the life she has always imagined.
Because she's so close, I can check in with her on any afternoon, just knowing that she's there and we're so close to her too. Kind of helps her feel some security, like she has a team that she can always turn to.
Yep.
To see Tina dancing brings complete joy to those who know her past.
In 2006, Tina was in jail. She had a huge number of severely problematic behaviors. I think there was something on the order of 6 different suicide attempts that she made while she was in jail. She would do things like eat massive amounts of sugar to aggravate her type 2 diabetes. Over a few years, Tina just completely transformed. Her health improved greatly. Her diabetic status went from brittle diabetic to where now I don't even think that she has to take insulin anymore. So it's a huge success story. She absolutely loves her host home provider.
A devoted host home provider and a tenacious team of professionals at Support Inc. came to Tina's rescue.
I'm going to give most of that credit to her host home provider and Tina, but certainly with our direction, and did a lot of education with Nancy. Hannah and her team helped keep Tina focused.
For an example, she has a really good week or a couple weeks at her day program. I'll go over the house and kind of review the great behaviors that she's had, and then at the end of that we'll play games on Wii.
We work more closely with the behaviorist Hannah that's at Support, and of course everybody there is on speed dial. We just don't have to use them very much anymore.
Today she cares for her pets, helps around the house, eats right, and embraces the dance of life.
I'm so happy.
Debbie and Perry take care of Jamie and Carol. As host home providers, they provide the daily love and encouragement to help Jamie and Carol achieve their life goals.
They don't have the ability to care for themselves in many ways. And so we're here to help them to be able to have a happy life, to integrate into the community, to participate in work if they want to work, or day program, or libraries, and just being out in the community and being part of the community.
Take them to ball games, all kinds of fun things.
Support Inc. stands behind them, providing the resources necessary to carry out that mission.
And Support Inc. is just a wonderful organization to tap you into different avenues. So it's not like it's all on us to think of everything to do and to occupy their time.
Debbie and Perry do their job with a loving heart, a trait they share with all of Support Inc.'s providers.
There is a financial aspect to doing this kind of work, and it's beneficial, but the motivation for doing it, I think, has to come from inside, from your heart. And it's a 24/7 job. With our consumer Carol, you know, she gets up in the middle of the night, and so you're up in the middle of the night, and sometimes 2 and 3 times a night.
When she's giving you a hug and telling you how much she loves you at 4 o'clock in the morning, your heart melts. This is what we're supposed to be doing right now in our life.
Support Inc. celebrates 25 years of people helping people. The years have been bound together by caring professionals who possess an unwavering passion and commitment for the people they serve.
Seeing our people respond to the challenges that we face has been immensely rewarding. Even though I've only been part of the organization for 1 year out of those 25 years, I've been incredibly impressed and inspired by what everybody is doing to really rally around the cause, which is the people that we serve.
Support Inc. remains in the business of changing lives and producing smiles.
That goes back 25 years, my striving to want to provide a quality life for families. I think that's what it's all about. How has his quality of life improved? Does he have relationships now? Have access to the community? Does he have friends?
Danny, Tina, Sherry, and Diana show what's possible when you love and care. They play a role in a story that no one can afford to miss.